Welcome.
Welcome to Coffee and Cleavage. I'm Lynnie.
And I'm Shantal.
And hello, Gary.
Hello, how you doing, ladies?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Are you getting the gum out so we can listen to your gum?
So you can chew his gum in the mic.
Chew your gum in the
I'm
mic
not
for
gonna
us.
smack it, don't worry.
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have been loving all of the stories and questions lately. I feel like our podcast is turning into a fan podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of nice though. It's fun to I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it lets people get to know you guys a little better too, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, this story, I don't know if you read this yet, but I was kind of laughing. This is really fucked up. I'll just preface with that. But okay, my sister set me up with her friend and told her I was huge. Mid-hookup, the girl laughed at me and confessed she only dates well-endowed guys. What the fuck?
Wow.
Turns out my sister did it for revenge over an old prank I did on her. Now my confidence is wrecked. How do I bounce back? Well...
Wait, what? His sister?
His sister set him up with a friend of hers and told her friend that he had a huge dick. But he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe she just assumes that it's small. And so she was pulling a prank on him.
That's fucking
That's
weird.
really fucked up.
Like, really weird thing to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an interesting brother-sister dynamic here.
Yeah. Wow. What a bitchy sister.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you should go out with my brother. He has a big dick. Like, who says that?
If I was the girl, I'd be like, how would you know? You walked in on your brother?
Yeah, that's extremely inappropriate.
Yeah.
Size shaming is not cool. Also, the girl that he was hooking up with, what the fuck? Who says that? Who stops in the middle and is like, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry, but that's not big enough for me. That's really fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get over this. I guess just never date or fuck anybody who's friends with your sister ever again.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. That's weird.
Or just try to fuck all of her friends now, just to piss her off.
Revenge. Oh, coming in with toxic advice.
Like, I'm
Toxic
gonna make it my
advice.
life plan to fuck all your friends now. In your room.
In your room.
Oh, in her bed. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn.
That would be good revenge.
Come on her pillow or something.
Ew. I think you went too far with that one.
Well, she deserves it. What a
Oh my
bitch.
gosh.
You
I was
know?
going to say dick slapper pillow, but you just went.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just let her know. By the way, I dick slapped your pillow with my big dick. Rubbed it all over your sheets.
How much more fun would it be that I came all over your pillow?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, but does size really matter? Obviously to this woman it does, but I don't think it's like groundbreaking.
No, it's not. You don't have
really
to.
not.
Not every guy has to have a huge monster cock, you know?
And most guys don't have monster cocks.
Yeah.
You know, we go back to our comparison conversation. Comparing yourself to somebody else's dick is not going to do you any good.
Exactly.
Like, learn how to use yours better.
Yes. Yes.
Because guys with big dicks, they can't really use them that great.
It's just an ego thing, though. And
Yeah,
that's
it
all
is.
that is.
Yeah.
What guy doesn't want to hear, you're too big to fuck me? Like, I'm
But-
sorry. No one's going to be like, God, I feel so bad. Like, every dude's going to be like, fuck yeah.
Oh my
Even if they
gosh.
can't do anything with it, it's like, it's too big. Fuck yeah.
It always reminds me of that one episode we did with the guy with like the sandwich-sized dick.
Oh, yeah.
It was literally like laid on a table and he couldn't do anything with it.
Remember the one I showed you? I got my DMs. You said he was holding it like a trophy.
It's like a trophy dick.
But isn't there like some girls that are like, yeah, it's like a challenge.
It's
I
a
will
challenge.
take that. Like, I only love them that big.
I mean, no one can take that. I'm sorry. You need like 10 hands just to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, I mean, what guy's not going to want that? But just saying, there would be no penetration possible with something that big. It's just not possible.
no.
Humanly.
Yeah.
No. Poor guy.
Yeah, if I was that guy,
I don't
I
feel
would
sorry for him. Sorry.
Well, I think that he has
be
and
uncomfortable.
I think that he has some type of disorder to where he thinks, you know, or I mean, you know, to when you think that like you're not big enough and you just get bigger and bigger and bigger, or he just wanted to break the world record. I don't know. Like,
Having the
a body dysmorphia issue about your
imagine
dick.
going to the hospital and being like, my cock is too big. I don't know what to do with it.
What would his balls be like?
I don't know. But that was all from
Damn.
like wrapping rubber band. That was like something, but he like kept wrapping it and like cutting off the circulation to it and trying to do like stretch methods
God, why? Fuck.
to have the Guinness World Book record of biggest dick. I didn't know that was even a record until we did that episode.
Oh, that was crazy.
Wow. We got
Yeah.
distracted by big dicks.
Happens.
Oh, this poor guy. I don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah.
let one girl that said that I only date well endowed guys. I wouldn't let that,
Yeah.
you know.
Ruin anything.
Yeah. So, yeah. Story number 2.
Yeah.
I love my girlfriend, but after a year, she never initiates sex ever. Whenever we do sex, it's great, but I feel unwanted. How can I bring this up without making her feel bad?
Did he say do sex or did you?
When we do have
When we do have sex.
I fucking read that wrong. Sorry, yeah. When we do sex.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A year, as in like a year of dating, and she still never initiates.
Is she religious? You know?
I mean, it sounds like they do have it, but you know, without her initiating, he feels unwanted. I get that.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's pretty common.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think that sometimes women do have a hard time with initiating, and there could be so many reasons.
Don't you think at that point though you should just go straight at it and be like, hey, we need to fucking talk, and be like, just go be like, you know, we've been together this long and you don't ever initiate sex with me. Like, I don't know, what else would you do?
I think that you could maybe say it differently to make it more like, I don't know, because if you're going to tell them, you don't really want to make them feel bad about it. And then when they're doing it, then it's going to feel like,
Well, at this
They-
point
they-
you should feel bad after
Yeah.
a year and you're not initiating sex. It's like,
yeah.
I mean,
You should, but I'm just saying it's going to be this weird thing to where it's like he says it to her and she's like, all like, so then the next time she does it, it's going to feel fake, you know? Maybe he could say it differently. Like, you know, it'd be really hot. I think it's really hot when you initiate. And even though she does it, like, he's still like putting it on her to be like, it'd be super hot if you initiated, or I love it when you initiate, and she doesn't, then she'll be like, oh shit, I should probably do that.
also on that point, so if he didn't initiate, they would never have sex ever.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It kind of sounds like she just doesn't have a very high sex drive.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something that she needs to, I don't know,
Be
go
made
get some
aware
libido
of.
shots for or something.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, she needs to be made aware of that though too.
Yeah, it
It's like,
definitely has to be a conversation.
it's like
Yeah.
you don't just like one person initiates it and then you get used to that. So it's like, well, I don't have to do anything. They're going to initiate it every single time.
Yeah.
I think you should be kind of made aware of that. Like, you know, you need to do something too.
Yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be talked about for sure.
Yeah, because you're right. It could be hormones. It could be like so many things. Or
She
she could
could
just
also just be
like
lazy.
yeah, or she could
mean-
just be like some people have different type of sex drives where like they are receptive, but they don't like get the desire, whatever. Like you're saying, they don't have the libido.
Or she could be cheating on him.
Or she could be asexual.
Or she could be asexual. Yeah.
Yeah, so many different things. Definitely a conversation. Communication will at least give you a better picture of what's going on.
Yeah. Definitely.
Some questions in here from fans. Is bad sex good enough reason to end a relationship? Ooh.
I mean, if it's bad and you try things to make it better and it just never gets better and you don't have that, maybe you just don't have that chemistry or that spark or the attraction, I guess, right?
Yeah. I think it could be, but I think that it also depends. Like, has it always been bad?
Yeah.
Did it start bad and it's still bad?
Where did it go wrong?
Yeah, or you know, because if it's been bad from the beginning and you've tried to fix it and it hasn't, then I would say like, yeah, probably just not a good fit.
Yeah.
You know, but if it started good and it ended up bad, then it could get better. You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with someone where it was just bad and it didn't work out because of that? Either of you guys?
No, not for that reason.
Nope.
No.
Didn't work out for other reasons.
But I mean, I've heard of people. My friend's sister has had sex with her husband in like 15 years.
That is a long fucking time.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
but
like,
it
why they
wasn't.
stay together?
It wasn't because of the bad sex, though, right?
I don't know why. They
You
just
are
don't.
totally fucking other people if you haven't had sex in 15 years.
I would think
There's
so.
no way.
I would think so too. But
Yeah, that's a long time, and that's
Yeah.
that. At that point, that's an agreement to stay together and not to have sex.
Yeah.
just be roommates. Like it's
Yeah.
weird,
Essentially,
right?
yeah.
I know someone like that too, and he has been married to this woman for I don't know, at least 30 years. And yeah, they lived in the same house until all their kids graduated and went off to college, and then now they have separate houses, but they're still married because it would be cheaper than divorce.
Yep.
So they do whatever they want. They have different houses, but they still share a bank account.
Oh wow.
They still like.
I bet that's pretty common. It's crazy.
I feel like it has to be. At that point, it's like a business relationship.
I get if you have kids and you don't want it to get messy and then like child support and just like alimony and shit. But
Yeah.
it's almost like, okay, you do whatever you want and I'm going to do whatever I want too. So
Yeah.
it'd be kind of weird, but and it's like if we ever are like, hey, let's do it together, cool. But don't get mad at me if I'm like doing whatever I want. No, you can do what you want. I'm sure a lot of people do that.
Yeah. It sounds like they.
Open marriage.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot. I'm like, really? Paying for 2 separate households is cheaper than divorce? Maybe.
You think that just like works for a lot of people though?
Maybe. I mean, it clearly has to work for some people. I don't know a lot of people.
What if you just did your own thing, didn't tell the person, and then you just came back to each other and you were like, hey, like, I don't want to know you did. You don't tell me what you did.
That's just an open relationship, though.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I don't think I'd like all that, but I'm sure it works for people. Yeah. Okay, let's see. How concerning is it if someone you're chatting with brings up sex on 3-day of chatting on the app prior to meeting? I totally hit it off with this person in all the important areas, same values, similar background, etc. But I'm not sure I'm comfortable having a sex talk about kinks and such early on.
Yeah, I think 3 days of talking, bringing up sex is like, no.
Yeah, 3 days.
No, 3 days? I mean, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, that is.
Unless this is a hookup site.
Yeah, if it's a
I wouldn't do
site.
that unless I was just like looking to hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why even bother with the, like, getting to know them and, like, learning about the values and all that stuff if you just want to have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Surprised I didn't bring it up sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Because I've talked to people that are on dating apps, some of my friends that say people do bring it up really fast. Talk about cuddling, sex. One of my friends actually told me the other day she was talking to someone and was asked or was told that this person that they were talking to was looking for two people to date just right off the bat. It's like, I'm looking to date 2 different people and like have all my needs met, and was already talking about sex and cuddling, like initial contact on an app. And I was like, what?
Wow.
That's really forward. By the way, I'm
Yeah.
looking for 2 of you to fill this position.
I was like looking
So it's
for a
like a-
threesome.
It's like a guy being
Yeah.
like, I want 2 girlfriends.
But separate. So like
It's like a
separate.
Mormon dating site or something.
I have no idea.
Polygamy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
something.
have like 4 wives or something. Yeah.
sister wives.
Sister wives. Yeah, I would just be very shocked by that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, dating's changed a lot.
I think concerning if you're actually trying to date somebody and you're looking for somebody for a serious relationship, bringing up sex on day 3 on an app is not appropriate. But that's just me. Maybe that's old school. Maybe that's typical.
Don't you think you shouldn't be bringing up sex? I mean, really at all?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
Not while you're
catch
talking
a
on-
vibe. You feel it out if you're flirting a lot, and it's like, you know.
but I would never.
Before you meet, though, I don't think before you meet.
If I talk to some girl and I'm talking to her, I'm like, wow, she's cool. I want to meet up with her. I would never bring up sex before I met her, and I probably wouldn't after that either. I wouldn't just be like, yeah. So I don't even know how you'd bring it up. Or it wouldn't be weird, like at all. Like,
yeah.
I can't even think of something where you just kind of nonchalantly bring that up. It's kind of like it just happens eventually.
It just happens when you're flirting and just being all extra.
Yeah.
You know?
But we're talking about like genuine interactions, and maybe these people are, like we said, just looking to hook up.
Yeah. That's what it
Because
sounds
she
like.
said she got another message the same day where she was talking to a guy and it was going good, and then he started asking her for pictures of her feet. just
Of her feet?
Yeah, just casually in the beginning of the conversation of getting to know each other. She's like, fuck, dating's fucked.
Like how? Is he like, so like, what do your feet look like? Can I see that real quick?
I don't know. She didn't send me. I should start asking her for screenshots.
I thought you were going to say something more explicit.
No, he was just like, can I see pictures of your feet? And she was like, what the fuck?
God.
Wow.
What do you do with your hands when giving and or receiving oral for both partners? And are there any do's or don'ts besides the obvious, like don't force or suffocate them unless they're into that? Oh my gosh. What do you do with your hands? Obviously you use them. I don't know what kind of question this is.
When giving?
Oh my God. Yeah.
But when receiving? I don't know.
Yeah. What
like
do you do with your hands?
play with your tits or something?
Yeah, I mean that works. I do recall
Yeah, that
before
works.
like feeling awkward like with hands, like okay, my hands are just laying there, hands on the head, hands on the
Yeah,
shoulders, like
yeah.
be engaging with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously your hands, you should be busy.
Definitely.
Keep those hands busy.
Keep those hands
What about you,
busy.
Gary?
What do you mean?
What do you do with your hands when you're receiving?
Giving or receiving.
When I'm receiving,
Yeah. Hair.
I mean, yeah, I like putting my hand on girl's head and kind of
Guiding.
helping and yeah.
Helping.
But then like just keeping them like, you know, by her side and being like, okay, you do your thing.
Yeah.
But when I'm going down on a girl, I mean, like I love just like feeling stomach, boobs.
Yeah. Being active with the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're just like keeping your hands not busy and you're just like holding yourself or something, that's kind of lame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, better to be all inclusive with the hands.
Yeah.
Well, that got spicier than some of the beginning questions. Well, thank you guys so much for the stories.
Yes. Keep them coming.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.